everyone. Right after I sent out a notice saying that I was going to be live, the 8-year-old came out for a school break, so I got delayed and sidetracked. Just bringing up my chat window. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Chat app. Nope, not. It's a chat app. I'm using. Nope, not that. I'm using Restream to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I forget all of a sudden how to find the chat so I can see what people are saying, if anything at all. Let's see. Nope, not this one. That's weird. There's not many buttons here. You'd think I would have figured it out by now. Cancel this. Wasn't it? Here we go. Should have clicked open in browser. Alright, chat app should be working. So now technically if anybody messages, I will be able to read it and respond, and I'm happy to do so. So this is where I left off. I was hoping to thoroughly impress people. I'll only somewhat impress people and not very thoroughly at all. Also, it looks like, wait, is this? Oh, the scale's up. That's what's going on there. Okay, so after my last stream I was working on this, the portraits down here. After my last stream, I did a couple things. Got it all working. It's broken now. We'll fix that. But I also updated this the borders. Long term, I envision these portraits to be 3D objects, so that when you get hit by an enemy, they actually shake around a little bit, and you can see the interior move and whatnot. And that's going to be really neat. Short term, they're just 2D sprites. But I also envision that these, crystals or gems on the outside will indicate various spells are active, like a heroism spell or a luck spell or a speed spell or something like that. And prettier health and magic bars. But for now, that's working. And the other thing I did was update the lighting on the characters. So I've blended the light that I have on the characters with the directional light. And so now as you move around, you can see that the light from the sun has some effect on them as well. And let's see, I think they should be, technically these characters are same spot as the player. Yeah, I think, yep. So they're all kind of floating right there. So if we don't maximize, you can kind of see they're just sitting there, hanging out as we move around. And if we do maximize, now you can see the sun's having an impact. Technically, when they move in here or out here, the sun should get brighter. I think there's more work to be done on optimizing this. The reason why I didn't do the sun completely by itself is that when I turned away from the sun, they were just dark. Everything was just super dark, and that wasn't what I wanted. But I do love the idea that the environment light plays a role in the portraits, especially if we imagine like a dungeon or something where it's dark and now you cast a torch and so their faces are lit by torches. So there's more work to be done on that, especially once I have a an interior scene to walk through. But so we have got errors though. We got some bugs. I'm going to fix those bugs, and that's the new goal. So the bug I found is this null reference exception, and that's being caused by this not having a key value. This is the dictionary module, and I'm trying to get the Boolean value of a dictionary by the string key. In this case, if we open up player portrait, what I'm trying to find is whether they can use magic. So what I really need to do first, apparently for these, the key doesn't exist. And so what I need to do here is say, well, a couple things. First of all, it really should exist, so I should probably dig into that first. But I also think I need to do a check to make sure that before I call get the value, make sure the value exists. And so I should probably see if I already made that. Exists. Yeah, has key. So that's the first thing I should do. So let's see. Return true or false if they can use magic. So if there's no player, then they can't. If they don't have a character class, then they can't. If they can use magic index less than 0. Yeah, it's interesting that it's making its way past here. And then that's supposed to be setting this value. So what I'm going to do, it technically shouldn't ever really come to this line. So I'm going to do a couple things. First, I'm going to say, let's see, if not has key, let's see, if player dot character class, get character class, dictionary dot has key can use magic. All right, if we don't have the key, then we're going to do all this, and we're going to say can't debug.log. We're going to use the new color thing, yellow, and we'll say can use magic, key doesn't exist, and then return that. We're just going to return false, but this is going to be important to know because the key should exist, I think, at this point, unless something didn't save last time, but that would be a shame if it didn't save. Let's see. So I'm going to clear this all out. All right. Press play. And we'll pause. They must have a trigger set when they launch. Okay. So I'm looking for yellow, looking for yellow. Aha, so that's yellow. This is where these colors have come in handy. Now I've got maybe too many colors because there we go. There's some yellow. Key doesn't exist. Can use magic. Key doesn't exist. It should exist though. So let's still check these out. I'm gonna just stop this because I set this up outside of the game. So let's see. To get the keys, we're going to go to our stats and skills. And these are part of the character classes. So let's see. Paladin is saying the key doesn't exist. Makes no sense. Let's see. Does the key exist? Dictionaries. Yeah, hold on. Oops. Option to. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Well, that's frustrating. I swear I set these all up. Let's do a test. See? Can use magic. This is still set up. So I did set this up. Let me see. Do I have another sort of bug? And it's going to be a bool and a string. Because we can also find out what kind of magic they can use or where their source comes from. And so if we got the paladin here, well, that's frustrating. Okay. Well, this is just confusing me now because it should be showing up right here. Why isn't it showing up right there? Test. And make sure we have something to show. Test shows up, but not can use magic. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Let's dig in. All right, let's see. Dictionary has can use magic test. Excuse me. Yep, that's a UID, blah, blah, blah. Everything looks decent there. So why aren't these showing? Dictionary. Test, no can use magic. All right, let's see. Something must have gone wrong. Clearly something went wrong. So I gotta fix this bug first, apparently. So I'm going to delete this one. Delete this one. And do can use magic. Add that again. Let's just quickly go back to our classes. Let's see. All right, can use magic is there. We're going to have to test this to make sure I don't have a different bug that I'm just simply unaware of, which is always a possibility. Bool string, character classes. Let's just do one. Yes, it can use magic, and the source is wisdom. That's what I'm using the string value for. All right, save, quit, and load Unity again. The tried and true restart method works every time to find out if things are saving or not. Wrong YouTube link. Shoot. Thanks, Leet Llama. This is the correct YouTube link. Edit message. Thank you. That's how I said it. Thank you. I was yelling. All right. Now, let's see. Does the archer have that? They do not. So there we go. That's what's going on. It's not saving. I wonder if the dictionary has it. Let's find out. We can fix this. This is fixable. But, yep, I got it here. But I don't have it on the characters. And that was the root cause of that issue. I think my script is better, where I'm now checking for the key first. That is better practice to do that, so we don't get those errors. However, this is a bigger problem, so I need to fix this right now. And I think I know what's going on. So we're going to dig into the, first let's delete that. We're going to dig into the code for character classes, and that's going to be in my Infinity PBR game modules. Character classes, scripts rather, or editor scripts, character classes, editor, yeah, I think it will be here. And when we are looking at our character classes, in the dictionary section, we're going to find the dictionaries. Is the font big enough for everyone to see the text on the screen? Let me know in the chat if you can, or if it's not big enough. Okay, let's see. Whoops, I just typed in a letter. Let's see, we need to search for dictionaries in this context. Oh, yes, that's right. All right, thanks, Christopher. And okay, so one of the things I recently did was move a lot of the common code actually to a different script, repeating code, including this chunk right here. I wonder if that's actually part of the problem. So now I'm just gonna have to figure out where the heck it was that I was doing things. It's a shorter script now because of that, which is nice. but it's still fairly lengthy. All right, in our draw, let's drawing this right here, checking required versions, yada, yada, yada. If the dictionaries, we're creating a dictionary if it doesn't exist, and trimming the item name. Check all skills. Okay, display the header. That's up here. We'll show these if they're selected. Okay, show dictionaries. That's where we want to go. Okay, and show dictionary help box. That's this. Okay, show dictionary. Show link to dictionaries. Show dictionary. All dictionary item. And this is going to draw the dictionary right there. Okay, I think it's going to be here. Okay, vertical box, add all to all dictionaries. That's this right here, and that's this, and that's what we're trying to look at because I think that's where the bug is occurring. Okay, so it's saying add all to dictionaries, show, add new key value pair, dictionary for this dictionary, link to dictionaries. Okay. Let's see what this does. Oh, it's down here. It's right here. Each dictionary and dictionaries. Okay, I need to set them dirty is the thing. I think that's what's going on. They're not being set dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to... Can I do that here? It would be better if it were here, I think. Add to all dictionaries. For each dictionary. Okay, we do the undo, and then I want to set dirty. So I'm going to do set dirty here. All right. Dirty. Do I have any code I can copy? I like copying code. Okay. This type of thing. Oh, I have a whole thing for it. Okay, well that could come in handy. Set dirty, and then just the object. That's nice of me to set that up for myself. Dirty. And we're going to say d dot... I can't do set dirty for the dictionary. It's got to be the object. Dot game object? No. Dot object? Nope. Let's see. I guess item. What am I passing in? Can't access non-static in a static method. Oh. Well, that's not fun. Why can't I do that? Because set dirty isn't static. It's an abstract class as part of that. And this is not doing that, so... Alright, well... I can do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, now what is this item? What am I passing into this? Item, object, item, show dictionary. Where was I? Show dictionaries. Show dictionary. I am passing this item in, and this item is character classes. So I don't necessarily want to pass in I don't want to set this dirty. That one's already being set dirty somewhere, I'm sure, because it's saved. But I want to pass in all dictionaries. I need to set those in. So let's see. How about this? We'll do public list of object, I guess. We'll call it all dictionary items. Do I have to do like as object or something? As game object, something like that. Something like that. List game object. It's a scriptable object, and it's specifically a scriptable object of character class. So how about that? That should do the trick. But it's not going to be a character class all the times, is it? Well, for this one it is. Okay, so we can do that. And then we are going to go, just copy this, and we'll say list, set up a new list. For each character class, list add that character class. And then we are going to put that here, all dictionary items, and then show dictionary. We'll say list. And that's where we're going to get into a mess. Now I have to deal with yeah. Okay, so instead of that, cancel that. We're going to do something similar. We're going to just say set items dirty. And we'll say void set items dirty. We'll just do it here instead. Set dirty SS. So that should set each item dirty. Fair enough. Only happens with the modules dictionary there. That's fine. Let's give it a test. Give it the old test. I hate when that happens. All right. All right. Can use magic. Pool and int. Nope. Pool and string. And we'll go to archer. Not that archer. Get the archer here. Dictionaries. Yes, it can use magic. It's wisdom. That's the source of the magic. Points, save, quit, load again. And we'll see if that works. So I'll have to update the modules actually. This is an error with the modules that needs to be updated as well. So I'll be updating that later today. We might be adding some more functions to that, so something to keep in mind. You guys seen the scripting docs recently, by the way? This is something I'm happy with. It looks really nice. So you can see, oh, that's not filled, haha. But you can see lots of stuff about the different modules and some code examples as well. So check that out if you're using the modules. And let's see, did it work? Dictionaries. It didn't. Well, cock-a-doodle-doo, as the kid would say. Instead of swearing, she says cock-a-doodle-doo, and that's what I'm saying now. Why didn't it work? Makes no sense. Can't use magic is there. Let's redo it. Go back to character classes. There it is. Wisdom. All right, so it's clearly not saving, which is weird. I mean, honestly, these were already set to be set dirty anyways. So what could it be? What could it be? Let's see. Let's just confirm something in Reddit. We'll just confirm this is actually saying things dirty. We'll debug.log. Oops. Set ss.name dirty. Whoa, wrong buttons. All right. So we should see a whole bunch of them come up, I think, when we're on the dictionary panel. And that could be the issue. So they're saying dirty here. And it's saying them dirty. It says it right here. All right. So that part's working. However, it still didn't save. Not only did it not save the values, it just didn't save the fact that the archer has the dictionary at all. And if we look at that, we have the dictionary here. And it should save. Gosh, why wouldn't it save? Let's see. Does it disappear when we reload our scripts? Down here, does that turn to 0? It did not turn to 0. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna test once more, just to sanity check here before I go digging more. Because if it is working, then that's good to not dig more. But if it's not working, then we gotta dig more. Set dirty. I do wish that was automated. You know what I mean? Like, always set dirty. There must be a reason why it's not. Let's see. Archer, no dictionary. WTF. All right. That. Well, geez. Should be serializable. Don't see why not. That happened again. All right, so let me close that and go up to classes again, dictionaries. So dictionaries being saved. On the character classes, object. That's on this object. But these objects aren't being saved. Let's see. Is the same thing happening on the races? We have, well, we don't have any dictionaries on the races, so there's none to test. I am at a loss a bit. If we go through once more, character classes editor, showing dictionary, gain all the dictionaries, set all the items to dirty. That seems plausible. What if we move this out of here and just say, wherever we're showing the dictionaries, set items dirty. We'll just move that there. So move it out from here. Same place where we're saying the item itself, which is the character classes, scriptable object. We'll set all the items dirty here. Again, we're just going through we don't need this list anymore. Cancel that. All right, we're going through all the character classes in character classes. Those are the scriptable objects stored here, Archer and whatnot, and we're saying them dirty. And set dirty, just to be absolutely sure, is saying them dirty. Let's just debug.log dirty object.name. All right. Just to be absolutely positively sure that it's saying it dirty. We are saying it dirty, and it says we're saying it dirty from 101 Okay, and it says it's saying it dirty from custom editor scriptable objects on the inspector GUI. Oh, did I go too far? I went too far. I said I'm straight. Okay, so that's exactly what we expect to see. It's doing exactly what we expect to see. So we should then expect to see that things get saved when we save the project. I'm not understanding why it's not. Go back to character classes. See all our dictionaries. We don't have it. All right, that's not a good sign. Add it. Again, bool and int, character classes, there it is. Wisdom, save. Save stuff. So that's something, right? Test. Seem to save something. Save something every time I do that, so it doesn't really matter. All right, wisdom, save. It should be saving. Am I wrong? Am I missing something obvious? Could be. I'm missing something obvious, but I don't think so. I mean, obviously I am missing something, but we're saying it to be dirty, so why wouldn't it be saving? Here I am, supposed to be working on my game, right? Took the day off of work. Got all morning until school gets out to be peace and quiet working on my game. And instead, we're trying to figure out why the heck this isn't working. These are saving. These values are all saving. These are all saving just fine. But this one's not. Why the heck isn't it saving? It's saving here. So the character classes is definitely saving it. But the individual classes themselves are not. Let's just do a test on the races. We'll do a similar thing just to for testing purposes. I'm guessing that the races, because the races are also saved as external scriptable objects, so I'm guessing that those are going to have the same issue. A prefab override. Prefab override. I don't know exactly what that means. Like, can you explain what prefab override means? Races. Sure enough, same issue here. Sure enough. All right, so the issue is narrowed down to, okay, if the object, this is on YouTube chat, if the object may be part of a prefab instance, you additionally need to call prefab utility, record prefab instance property modifications. Really? I won't ignore you just because you're an amateur, El Sporco, because I am still an intermediate, and therefore we all have to learn. Yeah. Oh, I see. You're looking at the Unity docs. All right. That's a good. Let's give that a try. Let's load up the Unity doc so we can all see what you're looking at, and then I might be able to copy paste something. So we're gonna look Unity 3D prefab utility and record prefab instance property modifications. That's a mouthful. Modifications. Okay. So these, Christopher was looking at these docs, I believe. So this says cause modifications made to the prefab instance to be recorded. Hey, that sounds right up our alley, doesn't it? All right. So we need to change object to target. Okay. Target object. This is selecting the transform. Why not the object? Not present. All changes were lost in the scene. We're back. All right. Well, that's during runtime, but that's okay. Pepsi challenge. Every time I think of the Pepsi challenge, I think of the actual Pepsi challenge, and it makes me laugh. I don't know why, but it really does. All right. So I'm going to try something here based off of this. Let's see. Where was I? All right. Set items dirty. That's where we can do it because that makes a lot of sense. So we'll still leave that there. But we'll do that. No errors. So that's a good start. Let's give it the old try. Man. This has been happening only in the recent, I don't know if it was the Mac OS or Unity update. Enjoying Magnet, and not now. Not when you ask me in the middle of a live stream, Magnet. Jeez, so pushy. All right. Do I have things saved now? No, I don't. So let's do delete. Yes. Add. Bool, string, character classes. Yes. Wisdom. Save. No errors. That's good. And what version? I'm on 19.417 F1. So I don't know if it could be Unity. I think it has something to do with like as it's updating things, like the click happens but doesn't happen fully or something. So if you click on something while it's updating or importing or whatever that process is, suddenly the window will jump to the position of your mouse, basically. All right, come on. No. Mother, mother, mother. Bad word. All right. Well, geez, Christopher, that was the solution. I mean, come on, right? That was totally, that seemed to be the solution. Record prefab instance property modifications. Is there another? Let's see. Let's look at prefab utility. Well, that's a lot of description. Apply. Applies the add component to the prefab. Nope. Override. Apply all overrides. No, that's not. That's for the nested prefabs and all the new stuff. Maybe. So I think my guess is that property modifications are with the not what we're doing. That's my guess. Okay, let me search for dirty here. No. Okay, let me see. What about save prefab asset? Save the version of an existing prefab asset that exists in memory back to disk. I have a sense that this might not be it, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's it with a game object. All right, so, yep, we'll do Unity 3D editor utility set dirty, and while we're at it, let's search for Unity 3D editor utility set dirty for prefabs in editor script. Can prefabs be set to dirty in an editor script? Good question. Ah, found his answer. Mark seen dirty. Well, that doesn't sound right for us, does it? Mm-hmm. In my case, I need to mark prefabs dirty in cases where they aren't. But isn't that what we are doing right here? Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That is what we are doing right there. So I don't want to support undo. Well, I guess it would be better to not support undo on this because you can just delete it if you accidentally add something. So don't really need to support undo on that, I think. Hey, look, Bubba Richard had the same thought you had, so clearly we're on the right track. A more recent method that will cause the prefab to be marked dirty is record prefab instant property notifications. Well, that's what we're doing. This could imply that we are on a completely different wrong path. That maybe these things, whoops, wrong button. Maybe these things are working as expected, but yeah, not the scene. No. See? Property modifications. All right. It's interesting. I think I actually am using the undo record object. Let's see, where is this? Show dictionaries. Show dictionary. Add to all dictionaries. Yeah, I'm doing for item, but not for individual. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing it for. I'm saving the item. Oh yeah, because when I actually want to remove this because I actually don't want to have an undo there. Wonder if those conflict because it doesn't really make sense to me right now, at least, to have an undo there. I wonder, wouldn't it be something if that was the thing that fixed this? Just making sure there's no other undo. Okay. So let's go to our dictionaries. Delete this. So add that. Oh, interesting. I have a undo on the delete. Should fix that too. Well, actually, I do want that to be undoable, right? Because if you delete something from the dictionary, let's just test that flow real quick. It doesn't matter. Test. Dictionary, delete, yes, undo. Dictionaries. Aha, look at that. It doesn't get undone here. Okay. Do you really want to delete that? Another issue. Do you really want to delete Okay, yeah, that's the right spot. Remove from all dictionaries. And I'm going to remove that because it wasn't working for each dictionary. And that's because, oh, interesting. Actually, so this is what I'm thinking. Hear me out. Recently, I think this was working. This was definitely working. But then recently I made it more where I moved all these methods over here so they could be more reusable, and now it's not working. So my thinking is that maybe this is the issue. So I'm going to start by just removing the undo. And we're going to confirm. Let's see. Let's just make sure that you see it here first. So, okay. Delete it. Yes. All right. Let's re-add it. Do a Boolean. Yes, it's true. Go dictionaries. Delete. Yes. Okay. That shouldn't have happened. Go back here. Oh, shoot. You know what? This is getting deeper. In the character classes editor, I think my this is saving them as well. Right? Serialized object update. I think that is saving things as well. And gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. All right. So let me undo my latest changes. Not those ones. We'll save that. Okay. So we have those recording objects. The problem is that I'm not recording the object that the problem may be, rather, it's not is. The problem may be that it's not recording the object, the actual, it's recording the item, which is in this case character classes. I need to do the item attached that owns each dictionary. So can I get that? Object equals dictionaries dot, let's see, can you get the object that owns a component? Because I can't set dictionaries dirty. That's itself not an object. I need to set its let's see. Oops. Okay. So earlier at the very beginning, I was trying to do the thing where I was saying, okay, I'm going to get a list of dictionaries. I'm going to add, and that's where I was saying set dirty here. So yeah, so they're saying dirty. That's the thing that's getting me. They're being set dirty. And I mean, let's do a double test here. Delete this again. And I'll just do another one test just for funsies. Character classes, we'll do this as a 1, this is a true, and this is a 33. And then I'm going to just say Archer 2. Let's see what happens. All right, so Archer 2 now should have those dictionary values. Okay. So, I mean, Archer 2 definitely got saved, right? Like, it got saved. So, let's see if Archer 2 still has those values and all the other ones don't. Because if that's the case, then that might tell us something about what the heck is going on. For anyone watching, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel. We're trying to grow it, see what works, see what people like, and do way more of it. So that one day I don't have to take a day off to work on this project. Maybe I could just work on the project, make cool stuff. All right, let's see. Archer 2. Look at that. It's got the dictionaries. Archmage does not. All right. So when we changed the name, it did save. It did do whatever it needs to do. So let's check out that flow. Oops. That flow in Writer. And let's bring up our character classes. When I change the name, what happens? So is base class. So to display parent class, before that before the details, what do we do before the details? We do the delete and the character name. So this is the method where we change the character name. And this is where we do this. So we're saving the assets. So what I'm going to do is just save the assets. So when we change the name, we are finding the name. Right. If we find another class with the same name, isn't the existing one return false? All right, that's fine. So get the asset path to the character class, rename it, and then save assets. Okay. Can we just save assets without doing the rest? Or should we just rename it to its own name? Well, let's try this first. Let's see if we can just do asset database save assets and make that work. And where we're going to do that, we should remember 850. We're going to do that on our set dirty area. Set dirty. I don't want to save it all the time though. So where I really want to do this is right after creating the dictionary. Yeah, I was backing Brackeys for quite a while. I never knew if it was worth the investment, but I think it was because the number of people who say, "Oh, Brackeys," so I think it was worth the investment. Supporting their work made sense anyways because they produced great work, and I've met him a few times at various things, and they're very nice people too. So the whole group of them. So I enjoyed that too. Let's see. What was I thinking? I was thinking a couple things. A worry came into my mind, thinking like somehow it's still not going to work, but we should test it anyways. So something actually I wanted to test was, we know this saved, this one did not save, but what if we change this value to something else and save? Will that change save? Yeah, because if it doesn't, then, well, it just gives us more data. More data about what might be going on. Man, I wanted to work on my game. I'm sure we've all faced this, where you want to work on one thing and then you find out, wait, that other thing isn't working. Now I need to do that first. All right, did it? It didn't. So, all right, something's up. Something's, so it's not an issue where these values just didn't change. Let me just raise proficiency, a 5. Okay, save that, save it. Okay, let's see, did age change to 5? Because if age changed to 5, then we know we can save values. I mean, obviously there's values set already, so it seems like they definitely saved at some point. All right, come on. Give us some information that leads us to a solution. Did it save that value? It did not. Okay, nothing's saving. I mean, that's what comes down to, is that none of the changes in the values are saving unless we re-import the entire asset by changing the name and doing that whole asset import thing. But that's not, we're not going to do that. That's not, the issue exists, and it didn't exist before, because I could definitely put values before. I wouldn't have released this product if things weren't saving. So something in my last update made this happen. And my thinking is that it has to do with this script. Because in this script is where all the things happen, and the whole point was to make these more modular so that I could reuse some of the same, layouts and whatnot on multiple editor scripts, which is a great idea. But somehow my thinking is that means they all stopped working, the saving aspect of them, because this value didn't save either. Only values that were saved via the asset database save assets seemed to save. And I don't think we want to do that consistently, right? Like, it doesn't really make sense to do that all the time. The proper way is the set dirty or the undo, or anything like that. Those are the proper ways of saving. I think it makes sense to not break that concept. Let me think in my head for a second. Let's see. This is me thinking in my head, by the way, and making noises to indicate that I am still here. I need a thinking in my head, be right back button, I think. Hold on. All right, it's break time again. I'm going to go to my cool window with the video, and then I will be right back in a minute. it's break from school time, so I had chit chat time. But in the process, it worked. But it doesn't work. It did work once. I just randomly tested this and 4 saved, which makes no sense to me at all. Let's see. Yeah, I totally hear you. I made all the changes were to this modularity thing, was basically just to reuse the code. And let me actually, just to confirm, if I find my project, to see if I actually updated the same stuff on the main package yet. Let's see. So this is my test project. Magic user. I'm going to do a test. Make that into bool. And test. It's bool. Save. It's on Paladin. Quit. Load up that project again. All right, so the issue's happening here too, and that's why I gotta fix it right now. So, gosh darn it, this might take a. I need to call in the big guns and ask other folks for help. Yeah, because this is having the exact same problem, and I think I updated the code to be the exact same. Yeah, custom editor module. So I was very happy with my update, and it seemed to work, but now it does not work. So it worked once though, and that during the break I was trying to figure out the old working code. You mean source control? Yeah, it's always about the JSONs. The JSONs know the best. This worked though. That's the thing that got me. This worked once, and now it doesn't work. So I wonder if there's a different way to do this. Like, is there a way just to get it working now and then make it better later? Because that would be, for me, that's not okay solution. This is an editor script. It's not runtime. None of this is going to be changing at runtime. All this code that is not currently working is not something that changes at runtime. And so, what seems to work is the asset database, saving the assets here. So let's try something. In my area where I was setting dirty to the items, set items dirty. I don't want to do this all the time, right? Because this is going to run constantly saving the asset database. So I don't want to do that. That doesn't make any sense. But when I change a value, maybe it's not so bad to change there. Let's just see what happens. So we will throw this code into over here. And this is going to be dictionaries module. These are all the undos for those, and that works, right? Yep. Those all work. Good. And show key value pair. But that's the thing. It makes no sense. You can't. Yeah. So one other thing that I was thinking of is, where was it? In my draw. Right here. This serialized object apply modified properties. Let's figure out what this is doing, because this is this is new. I've not used this before. Returns true if any pending property change were applied to the serialized object. So that could be it. So if this is only modifying this on the classes, and it's ignoring then all the items, that would make total sense. Because we're not having issues saving the character classes. We're having issues saving the individual character class. And this would only affect character classes. So can we force this to be on all the individual items themselves? Can we do that inside our draw? Let's just see. For each character class in character classes, I think, right? Character. No, wait, what's the code I was using before? Item.characterClasses. Okay. That's right. Duh. Of course. For each one, can we do item.update and item, or no, CC? No. Serialized object. This is representing the object or objects being inspected. Can I force character class to be inspected? Because okay, if I had to guess, that's my where I put my money right now, is that this code is being applied to character classes, but not the individual items in the character class, and all the undos and set dirties that we're doing just aren't working for whatever reason. Serialized object. What the heck is this? And how can I make it work on another object? So these are the same. In this case, we're doing... All right, so this actually will not be undoable. For each game object, set the position to 0. Okay, now instead we're just making an array. An array of those transforms. Okay. And then, okay, so if I take this concept and put that here. What I can do, okay, new scriptable serialized object of, let's just say items. Whoops, transforms. What is this? Transforms. So I need to make an array. So let me go back and do that down here. We'll do public character class array all character classes, and just copy this. List.to array. All right, so that should give us a list or an array of all character classes. So if we go back up here, we'll say new serialized object of that. That's fine, we're not doing runtime. And then we'll do everything in the middle of draw. At the end of draw, we'll apply those. All right. So if we're, what's all this? Hopefully these go away. They're not going away. Oh, they went away. Good. Whew. All right. So now every frame, it's gained a list of all these. And it's super slow now. So, shoot. Oh, no, it's too slow. Okay, it's because I'm getting a list every frame. First, let me see if this actually works. We'll deal with the low frame rate for a second. We're going to change this to 5 or 15 or whatever ends up being, because the frame rate of the editor is crazy slow right now. We'll change this to 5. Save and quit. And load. Hopefully this worked. Crossing our fingers and our toes and our legs and our arms. Oh, did I load up the wrong project? I did. I thought that happened to load too fast. Okay. It's saved. Look at that. It's slow as heck, but it's saved. But I think I can fix that. I've got to fix it, so I better fix it. I think we don't need to do this all character classes, right? Because if we look at character classes itself, these are listed here somewhere. Classes. This is a list. So we just need to put this to array. So instead of doing this, we'll do item.characterclasses.toArray. Okay, that should do that, and then this whole method down here can be removed because that's this is redundant. Don't want to have redundant code. Is it snappy? Is it fast? Not really. What? Spam? Twitch spam? For those on YouTube, you can't see it. Somebody just spammed Twitch saying want to become famous, and you can buy followers and viewers. I think it takes a special person to think that if you buy followers, you're famous. That's not how it works. All right, it's still too slow. The to array seems to be fairly slow. So let's just check to make sure that's what's going on. So we're going to remove these for now. We'll bring them back in some way, shape, or form. Just want to confirm that that's what's causing this to be slow. Yep, so it's not slow now. It's a little slow, but it's fast enough for sure. You can scroll. All right, so does this have to be an array? Or can it be that? It can't be that. Let's go back to our docs here. Serialized object. Whoops. All right, perhaps there's a different way. Perhaps, what if we just do a loop through this? Okay, so I'm going to comment that out for now, and then we'll do for each character class in items.character classes var script okay, so we'll do var script objects equals new can I make that into an array? New so serialized object array script objects equals new. How do I do a new array? How do I do a new array? What the heck? Such basic things, and I'm Googling it. That's because I rarely use arrays. You have to do the size. That's the issue. New and item.character classes.length count. Nope. Implicitly typed array should have an initializer. Oh. Like that. All right. Okay, then scriptable object for int I equals 0. I is less than count I plus plus. All right, so scriptable object I equals item.character classes I. Serializable object. Whoops. Serialized object, not a bowl. Serialized object for character classes. Item dot character classes. Didn't work. Why? Character. I can't spell. Character class. CC equals item dot character classes I. And we'll pass CC into here. Did that work? class name is not valid at this point. Well, geez. Why isn't that the case? I mean, could I have done that here? So this works, but it doesn't work down here. Or does it? Oh, do I have to do new? I have to do new. I see. That threw me. Or did it? All right, so this works. This doesn't. Can I just go like this? Why? What's the difference? Oh, ha! Parentheses. Parentheses. That's the difference. Ha 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 ha. All right. Gosh darn it. All right, so now we're going to do the opposite here. Down here, we'll do the opposite, where we do scriptable object. We'll go through our scriptable objects and scriptable object I.apply modified properties. All right. So now we are just listing through and creating serialized objects for all of those. That should be faster than that whole toArray stuff. Okay, it's not insanely slow, but it's like super fast either. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Did it work though? Let's find out. Man, I'm still disappointed that I'm not working on the game itself. So that was the whole point. That was the whole point of this morning. All right, dictionaries. It didn't work though. What the heck? All that and it didn't even work? Right? Because we had saved this to 10. And we had saved this. We didn't just change this, but let me just confirm. WT heck. What the heck? Yeah. Did it work? Did it not work? It didn't work. All right, so that's funny. And not in a good way. So when we just called toArray, it worked, I believe. But now that we are creating an array itself of scriptable or serialized objects, it's not working. Let's just do a debug here. Debug.log objects, and we'll set .length. Make sure that that's actually saving some objects. That would be Good thing to confirm, I suppose. The input delay, yeah. That's, I do not want to have a slow thing. Okay, so it's saving them. All right. How about, okay. We'll do a couple things. Private. We'll do okay, so we'll make a new array, and then we will say if so.length is not equal to item.characterClasses.count, then we will do all this and debug.log serialized objects is so.count or length rather. Thank you, writer, for fixing that. So now we're only going to update that once. If it's the right size, then we're not going to update it. If it's the wrong size, then we'll update it. So if we add or remove classes, then we'll update it. So that should solve the slowness problem. It's not. Look at that. Why isn't it? Let's see. Start length. That thing again. I didn't wait long enough. All right, so start length is 0. Gosh darn it. Why is it not saving the length every time? Why isn't it? Do you know how long it's been since I've been to a bank? A very long time. So not the Might and Magic grid games, more like the Might and Magic 6 through 8. So half turn-based, half not turn-based, and your choice. So the intent would be that combats... okay. So somewhere in here it's actually... So, sorry, let me answer the question first. I just got sidetracked. You can do turn-based mode for combat, or you can do real-time, just like Might and Magic 6, 7, 8. That's the intent. So we'll see how that goes. I might make some more modifications to that idea, make it better if I can. But that's the starting point. All right. So look at that. Start length should have applied 0. So it doesn't seem to be applying anything. And that is what we're going to test now. Why is this disappearing? So test 1. I don't know if any of you do this, but I do this from time to time where I just say, all right, clearly somewhere in here the length is going away. So I'm going to just see where it is and just kind of throw these things around and then figure out where it turns from 33 to 0. And yes, El Sporco, that was a pleasant distraction. I was hoping I'd get to talk more about the game. The game is, obviously, that's what we all want to do, right? All right, test right away. It's right away. Look at that. Okay, so serialized objects 33, then boom, 0. How is that how is that happening? Oh, no. Hmm. Okay. So if the length does not equal characters, create, make a new one of the right length, populate that, okay, and then why right afterwards would it be 0? Why the heck would that be the case? I need a jacket. Hold on, it's cold in here. I am back. You know, it's springtime, but the past 2 weeks where I've lived has been some of the coldest 2 weeks we've had all year. And it doesn't snow here, but it gets chilly. So just whatever is before the first 0, that's where it's screwed up. Yep. But what's crazy is the thing right before the first 0 is the 33. So this works. This doesn't. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah. See? It works, then it doesn't. Let's see. Debug.log length equals so.length. Whoops. And count equals item.character_classes.count. Oh, duh. Well, I am an idiot sometimes. So, this might be a common mistake that we all make. I was redeclaring scriptable object here. And so I was overwriting it every single time. And that's why I think that's why. Wait. I think I just messed up again. I think I still messed it up. Yeah. Okay, wait. If scriptable length, then we're going to say scriptable object equals new. So no, I wasn't. Take back everything I just said. See, this is now I'm going extra confusing. I think no. So we played Mind Magic 8. Let's talk about Mind Magic for a second. Mind Magic 6. I've never beaten 7 and 8. I finally beat 6 for the first time this year, and that's because my play style is to always just at some point go back and start over because I just enjoy the leveling up and all that. For some reason, I just always did that. But recently, I played it with the kid, and she was 7 at the time, and she liked it, which was cool. So we would just play together, and like sometimes she control movement, and I control fighting, or the opposite, or whatnot. And we got through the whole thing, which was pretty cool. I think they hold up in some ways. I think the games themselves, from a game point of view, hold up. They're interesting. They're still exciting. They have unique puzzles, even though they're repetitive. There's exploration and all that. Obviously, the graphics don't hold up at all. And like just across the board. The graphics don't hold up and all that, but I think the play style does. I think the concepts do. I think the storyline, for the most part, does. So I think, yeah, I would say yes. In general, they do if you can get past the graphics. But if you need the graphics to be modern, then no, people would just say this is terrible. Yeah. All right. What was I thinking? I was thinking somehow I was overwriting the object. Local variable scriptable hide object hide. So what we're going to do is say new scriptable object. Let me change new scriptable object or serialized object, and so if all that, then we're going to say here SO equals new SO, and then check the length. See if that works. Come on, lots of... Okay, there we go. So that was the issue. Thank you for the aside, El Sporco. Wrong button. That maybe got my brain working. So basically what I was doing was overriding the variable here, and I needed to do that to make it work. Okay. So let's remove these tests because... And actually, before I do that, let me go back to Unity and confirm that these are going all the way down to 0 or to 33 to the end. Should have applied 33. Okay, good. That's what I wanted to see. So now I'll just remove all these random debug logs. Okay. Save, and we'll test again. It should be applying them now. You are a good rubber ducky. I had never heard about the rubber ducky until a couple years ago when I was asking this guy questions, and he was a very nice guy. His name was Rob. He's a very nice guy. I like him a lot, and he's did not mean any ill when he told me about rubber duckies and how he once was told about rubber duckies and that I should think about rubber duckies. And I think that's part of this what I like about, like, I'm not a huge fan of live streaming myself and such, but what I like about it is this sense that I'm talking to myself or sometimes to you guys. So hey, yes, Nielsen. Well, thank you for supporting our work so long ago. You should definitely check out the latest stuff. The armor packs are awesome, and so are the other wardrobes from the other characters. There was a common criticism, complaint about the original Barbarian Human was it didn't save. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, it didn't save. At least the length here is saving, so that's something. But it didn't save the values. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, Nielsen, the gear was a complaint a long time ago, and the intent for those originally was that a different human character would be there for every wardrobe outfit, but we pivoted because it didn't. Yeah, it made more sense to do it the opposite way. So, all right, how come this doesn't save? Gosh darn it! I'm gonna test this once more. Pretty sure it did save when we were doing it just by making an array. Thanks, Christopher. If I were to leave my job, then I would probably do this 3 or 4 days a week, every morning, working on the game, the good old game. But somebody has to make their money, and they give me some of it to do that for them. Let's see. Did it save? Where was I? No, it didn't save. WTF. All right. Let me reconfirm that the old method, not the old method, but this method did work. And so we will do Okay. Okay, so I'm going to redo just apply, modify properties. All right, so there could be something with maybe, the difference here between these two is this is an array of serialized objects, and this serialized object is itself an array of objects. So I'm going to comment this out so we can confirm that only one of them is being triggered if it works. And we'll comment this out as well. And I think I can fix the slowness problem a different way. I should quit my job and do this, or just do this and make the job. We're all working from home. Do they really know if I'm working? I wouldn't actually do that. That's not in my personality, but it's fun to think about. Still working and getting paid, but not actually working. It's not something I would do, but yeah. All right, so let's save and quit. See if those 10 and 5 stick around. Quit. It's being very slow right now. That code makes it slow. Come on, please make this work because I want to move on. I don't like my boss at work. Just whispering that. Hey, it didn't work. Well, darn it. I thought it worked. I thought that totally worked before. Isn't that how we got this 5 there? I could have sworn that's how we got that 5 there. Huh. Contract work. Not a fan of contract work. I like doing my own thing, and that's probably part of the persona that makes me difficult to work with sometimes, perhaps, but not really. I'm really chill at work too. But today's a day off, so I'm not going to think about that stuff. Let's see. Could have sworn this worked before, right? Because that's how we got the 5 there. Under level base proficiency. Well, damn. What could be the issue? Why did it work and not... Was it a fluke? That 4 on age, this 4 right here, that was a random one too that got saved, and I don't know why it was saved. Nothing was saving, and then that one saved. And I hadn't changed anything, and then I tried to change something else, and it didn't work, so... I suppose the exact same thing could have happened. And I am saving this one, right? Yeah. Yep. Let's do another test. So it's going to be really slow. Go all the way down. Show full inspector. Go down to Archer. Oh, of course, because they're different objects. That's the whole point, is they're different objects. And that's probably what's causing the issues, that they're different objects. And each individual object needs to be saved. So, if each individual object needs to be saved, maybe the trick is to save it there. So let me comment these out for a bit because they are slow. And then we will do, at the end of all this, probably put into set items story later, but for now, 4 equals 0. Okay, for each character class, we'll do public void start save system and public void end save system. Doesn't work because it only works if it's on this. Okay. Going back here, not that. Is it because I wasn't actually saying the properties in this way? Could be. This doesn't make any sense. I can't do that, right? Can't set to a list. No. I think I might be on the wrong path here with this one then. If we do something like this, what if do that and wait, no, that makes no sense. That's not what we're looking for. What I'm looking for is being able to do this. Okay, let me see something. Okay, if I then say shoot, close something. Shouldn't have closed that. Okay. trying something here. Where calling update first. I'm also only gonna do this part that I think is causing the slowness once if I'm gonna debug.log set size to SO length. Oops, not dot length, but SO just length. Okay. See if this works. Oh, great. All right, probably this. What? Gosh darn it. Just do null. No. Man. How do you do a new serialized object? Read only. You can't write. How do you do it? You need an object and this doesn't work. Oh, okay, we'll do item. No, that doesn't work. Hmm. How come nothing's showing? Okay, things are showing. That's good. All right, but it's not trying to apply property, so that's going to be an issue. Okay, so now it's trying to apply properties. All right, see if experience saves at 10. All of that was just because of that update line right there. Thinking I might have to call that first. Nope, didn't work. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, if that didn't work, let's go back to this one. Let's see, what was I doing? Maybe I already tried this before. All right, so we don't need this one. Okay. How about we just do a debug log on a serialized object? Let's find out. Hi, Artwin. El Sporco, I think I saw some of that. Yeah, I hear you. It's easy to overuse something cool and new. Oh, look, object reference net. It's because I didn't do the new. This is why. Not here, but down here. Okay. Oh, right. It just says that. Okay. Well, it should have done stuff. That's what it's really saying. It should have applied modified properties if those properties were even being changed. And these are the properties that are being changed. So technically, I wonder, is there a code that says, has there been any changes that we could call? Let's see. Interesting, but okay. Has modified properties. Okay, let's try just to add this. So we're going to say if object dot has modified properties, debug.log has modified properties. So what I expect to see is that would be called when I change properties here. Because it might be doing its job for all I know, but maybe it's just not seeing modified properties. Okay. Yeah, that could be it. Oh gosh, so slow. Wrong button. Gosh darn it. Well, I'm at a loss. All right, so the problem is, this is going very slow right now. The problem is that, I think the problem is, wrong button, hide that. I think the problem is that now we're calling this code on character classes right here. And that's working. It's working just fine. Everything gets saved just fine. However, character classes itself, the editor here, has all the individual character class objects, all these, which are managed by this editor, but they themselves are scriptable objects, and these aren't being saved. They aren't being saved in the same way. Now, this used to work perfectly fine, and it stopped working after I modified the code and started using this code. And I guess I just didn't notice it stopped working, which is something on my to-do list to test from now on, I suppose. And so what I've been trying to do is inside the inspector draw of this window, of this window, you see, get serialized objects, and then it would save the serialized objects. So it's basically supposed to get an array of serialized objects for each of the classes. Do the same thing that this code is doing, but doing it on those objects, those scriptable objects. And then at the end of this, it would apply the modified properties. I'm not even getting this called, so my guess is it's not recognizing any properties being modified. And then to test, what's the end result of what's happening is all these are going to disappear if I, whoops, wrong button, if I quit and reload. And this has been now almost 2 hours since I started trying to figure this one out. We got narrowed down, I think, to where the issue is. But, you know, there's no confirmation. I don't have a confirmation that's where the issue is. I know I can save the values if the asset itself, the scriptable object, gets re-imported. Like when I change the name of it, then it saves the information. But not, see, it didn't save it. Not in any other situation. And I definitely don't want to constantly update the object. That makes no sense. There's got to be a better way. And the only thing I can think of now is that is where the issue lies. Where this is working to save character classes, but each character class does not get saved in the same way. So I need some way of adding all of doing this for all of the character classes, essentially. But without opening the character classes, with only using the character classes editor, without opening each character class. Yeah. So I was thinking here I could do start save and end save, and in this it would say SO equals this. Nope, but that doesn't work. YouTube stream is down. How is that possible? Let me see if I can troubleshoot that. Oh, never mind. Is it back? Did it just pause or something? May have. So I can't do that. Why can't I do that? Why can't character class? It's a scriptable object. This editor can. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. Oh, okay. Just have to hopefully people will figure that out. I am good, but I am not good because I can't figure this darn thing out, and it's frustrating. How to force these to save. Okay, let me think. There's the scriptable properties, serialized properties rather, but I couldn't use this on a, like if I've got my character classes, and the character classes has this. Probably delete this now. And I want to make this into a serialized property. I can't do that because I don't think any of these work for that, if that makes sense. There's no, as far as I can see, there's no object or value of object reference, property, path, type. Yeah. Yeah, me neither, apparently. Like, I don't think I know much about the editor either, it turns out. I mean, potentially, it could be that these just can't be saved. A list of character classes, a list of character class objects can't be saved, and therefore, that's why it's not working with this. Because I would assume it would drill down, you know? That would be ideal if it just drilled down. But apparently it doesn't. All right. I think I'm going to have to call it a day on this. I can't. Yeah. Let me just comment all this out. Clearly it's not working, so just comment it out for now and come back to it. Where's the other bit? Right here. So that's where the problem is occurring. I'm not saving anything. And this all started because I just wanted to show the game. I just wanted to show the game and there was a bug and I was like, oh, I'll just fix that bug at the start of the stream. No big deal. Should be easy enough to fix. And it wasn't. So this is where the game is now. Not much different than the last stream last week, which was the only big changes I made, to recap from the beginning of the stream, is that I'll make it big. I updated the borders on the portraits, and I did some work on the lighting so that the environment light plays some role in the shadows on the portraits. And more work to be done there, but the armor should be loading, but unfortunately the armor isn't loading because of these bugs that occurred. And these bugs are why I went down this path to fix that bug, and that bug basically is that these values aren't being saved now, and I need to fix this. So I'm going to go get some food and then come back to this outside of the stream. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope to do more of these, so definitely like and subscribe. That's super helpful. Even if you don't plan on coming back, subscribe anyways and help me out. But seriously, thank you for the conversation and for the tips and pointers. We didn't solve this bug for some reason, but I will attempt to do so after lunch. Thanks, everybody.